Shameless. United in the Europa League. Europa League. We tell them one time and we say Europa League. Europa.
Manchester United comeback performance against Real Betis, beating them 4-1. Steph, how would you describe our comeback today?
Bouncing back.
Yeah.
Not that I had any doubt, but obviously I think we're all a lot happier today from the weekend. We're happy for the win, but also I'm happy to see that the players, like, I don't know, I felt watching that game, particularly in the second half, I felt like they were hungry. They were hungry for more. They wanted more goals. Like, this, the mentality, or from what I could see, like, I was pleased. Yeah.
As the game went on, it just seemed like we wanted to score more.
Exactly. It's not like, it's not we scored 4 and then we all hit 3 and then we sat back and just like defended for our lives. Or it's like, we'll see the game out. No, they wanted more. But I feel like that's completely the right mentality to have, given the fact that they embarrassed themselves.
Yeah. And I mean, I know this is not gonna, make us forget about what happened against Liverpool. Definitely not. I think we still need a lot more from these players. And I think, you kept talking about mentality before and how there's still some players here from last season who are still in this team who have been through that tough,
questionable behaviour.
And today we look at some of these players who I think, for me, most players were good today. Most players were great today. There was maybe some De Gea, that distribution. We need to talk about De Gea, because De Gea is a big conversation in the Man United community.
Yeah.
3 iffy distributions today from De Gea, which could have led to a goal. What do you think of De Gea? Do you think that there's an actual conversation there that he's one of the top priorities to get, not maybe to get rid of, but get some competition in for him?
He is certainly not a top priority. Nowhere even near a priority, in my mind.
Yeah.
Yes, he had a shocking, well, I say shocking, he had a shocker on Sunday and he had a bad game today.
Yeah.
But those 7 goals on Sunday that he let in I don't think they were directly his fault. I mean, he could have saved a couple of them. But today, it's more about his distribution.
Yeah.
I understand where people are coming from. I don't even want to... it's quite polemical, isn't it? Like, there's like you either sit on one side of the fence where you want David De Gea out. But the main point of a goalkeeper is a shot stopper. And we all know, I think we can all agree that he's one of the best. He needs to work on his distribution, and I say work on it. He is capable of doing good distribution.
Yeah, he is.
But it's just not consistent.
Yeah.
So if we know that he has that in his locker, he just needs to work on that. Again, maybe down the line we can replace him, but that's certainly not a top priority. Our top priority is getting a striker. Like, even though I'm saying that after we won 4-1, but our priority is certainly getting a top striker. One thing I do want to mention though, that's really evident to me, the subs that Eric Ten Hag made, super subs, they were just so effective, really affected the game. I mean, it was less than 2 minutes after Pellistri and McTominay came on and they both played a part in that goal. So I think Ten Hag got that right again. I think we all know I think we all know. I think we all agreed and we all know that this is kind of his forte. Eric Ten Hag, he can read the game really, really well, and then make changes. Unfortunately, forget Sunday. So definitely that's kind of something like a sticking point for me. Seeing the subs that he made and their impact.
And talking about consistency, who was the most consistent performer today? Because there were a few today who stood out: Martinez, Casemiro, Bruno. Who impressed you the most today? Because a lot of these players got a lot of hate after Sunday, especially Bruno, our captain. Who was the performer that was the most consistent for you today?
Casemiro, I feel like, was the most consistent. But then it's like he's easy on the eye, and I don't mean looks-wise. I'm talking about his style of play. The way he plays football is very easy on the eye. He always can pick a pass before he's even received the ball. Like, his game, honestly, is just a joy to watch. So definitely, I think that mentality, that winning Champions League trophy winning mentality, he's certainly got that. But what I would say is, considering all the stick that Bruno has received since Sunday, well done him. I can't fault Bruno. Again, I said it in the match view. Bruno's one of those anomalies. He's not easy on the eye. He's not really easy on the eye like Casemiro. I mean, he can pick a pass when he wants to, but his playing style is less fluid. And yet he still comes out with the stats.
Yeah.
What was it, two assists and a goal today?
Yeah.
And a header.
Yep. And a header.
And a header.
It could have been 7 today. It could have been 7.
Okay. No.
It could have been 7.
It can't be 7.
It could have been 7.
No, you're getting carried away.
No, but, okay. Weghorst had 2 good opportunities today. But Weghorst today, I mean, you see the emotion that he poured out today. And you see how much it means to him. I mean, after that slander that he was getting after touching the, let's not speak about that. But Weghorst, look, today, good performance. And we kept talking about the number 9 situation. He misses a few opportunities and he doesn't play like a striker. He doesn't play like a striker. So what did you think that emotion was from Weghorst today?
Repentance. Cleansing.
That's a cheeky word.
Cleansing of the sins.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we're not inside Weghorst's head. He had a reason for doing it. Maybe he wasn't thinking whatever, but it was clear to see after he did score that goal, the tears, the passion. It's almost as if he felt like he atoned for his, for his misgivings or whatever. I mean, he does. He deserves a goal. I know people say, like they say about Darwin Núñez, they can't hit a barn door, but Weghorst is pretty similar. It's like he does some of the other stuff really well, but when it comes down to the final product, he's not great.
Yeah.
I was happy to see him get that goal, and I was actually even happier to see his reaction and celebration than the actual goal. So yeah.
Rashford again, scoring again. Rashford again. I think today Rashford, out of all the players who was involved in goals and who performed, I would say he was the least involved, if I'm right to say. I think Bruno was hugely involved today. Casemiro hugely involved. Martinez was really good in defence, very composed. But Rashford, is he going to have to, not get dropped, but be rotated because he's playing a lot of these games, similar with Bruno. We mentioned it on stream. Do you think Ten Hag will start rotating to the point where we say, good Ten Hag, 3 to 4 of these players are playing almost every single game? What do you think? Because, Southampton on the weekend, we're playing a lot of games.
Who's Ten Hag going to rotate with? If you take Rashford off, who's he going to rotate with?
Maybe Sancho.
Right, I get that. You make a good point, but then haven't we been talking all through this season that he is our main goal scorer? That we rely on him. So if you're talking about subbing him or taking him off, giving him a break, then surely the replacement would be somebody of the same consistency who is scoring goals in that fashion. We don't have anyone else.
It's true.
So I don't think that Erik ten Hag can be that liberal with Rashford's free time or giving him time off. I think we need him. So yeah.
And your man of the match?
Casemiro.
Why Casemiro? Is it for just the reasons that you said before?
Yeah.
Just so clean on the ball, easy on the eye?
Clean on the ball, easy on the eye. Actually, I tell you what, clean on the ball, easy on the eye. But that pass in the first half with the outside of his foot.
Yeah. It's effortless as well, isn't it? You see, Champions League winner. If there's a Champions League winner and you show him what player that is and they've never seen him before, you put Casemiro on the field.
100%. Casemiro.
Casemiro.